Hello everyone and welcome back. So I've been trading Bitcoin, perpetual and inverse contracts using the ATAS trading and analytical software for just over a year. So having used this software to develop some unique trading strategies that I've been sharing with the release of my modules on Telegram, I thought it prudent to start a tutorial series that will detail how I use the software to trade cryptocurrencies and how anyone following might do the same, right? So I believe the information in this first episode can be used as a basic how-to of how to set up your ATAS account. So I'll therefore start off this tutorial basically to show you, I'll show you how you can load up your charts, and if you need to import any of my templates, I'll show you how to do that. Followed by a demonstration of how to connect a broker. From there, we'll go over some general notes related to the trading settings, after which I will cover some notable features and other settings I believe are important that are maybe not so obvious to find to change. And lastly, I will go over how to set up a demo account and some of the functionality related therein. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do, apart from registering your account over on the ATAS website, I'll leave a link in the description. So you're going to set up your account, you're going to create your login and password obviously. From there, you should be presented with a screen like this on first loading up the ATAS software. So what we're going to do here, you should not have any workspaces saved. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll load up and simulate a bare bones sort of first connection to the ATAS here. First thing you do is you're presented with a home screen here. Okay, and this tab that is currently on is your accounts tab. Okay, so from here you'll be able to see all your connected brokers. For now, we don't have any connected brokers, but we do have this this account here. So this is a crypto sim. So this is a demo account which is connected to the Binance servers. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to open up a chart. So the way you open up a chart is clicking at the top left hand side here. So we're going to click on here. So for the case of this presentation and for this tutorial, we're going to be sticking to using Bybit. Particularly, we're going to be using the USDT pair. So what you can do, we're going to go ahead and click on this. So if it doesn't show up here, what you can do is you go to all instruments. From there, you're going to put in BTC USDT, right? And then it's going to give you an option of all the available servers. So the one you want to select in this case is this one over here. You're going to press OK. Right, and it's going to load up. So this is one of my my saved templates, which is a default template when I load up anything. But this is not something that you're going to see. Rather, you're going to see a bare bones default template, which I'll load up now. So I'll just show you that again. You want to right click, you want to go down to settings. From settings, you'll move over to templates. So this is how you change between your different templates, but I'll show you that a bit later. For now, I'm just going to load up a default template. So I'm going to remove the chart trader for now, and I'm going to change this to something like 5 minutes, because it's probably something that you're going to see. So this is like this is probably something that you're going to be presented with the first time that you load up your ATAS software. So once you have your default setting up, you can go over to the left hand side. You can change your instrument, so you can change it to the BTC USD pair, or you can change it over to Binance futures. Okay, but for the sake of this tutorial, we can leave it on the BTC USDT pair. And then what we're going to do is we're going to load up one of my scalp templates. But firstly, I'm going to show you how to import a template, because I think that's going to be easier. And for the scope of this tutorial, I'm just going to show you how to import them. When it comes to actually setting up your own templates and customizing your charts, this is something we'll have a look at maybe in the future. But for now, you can go ahead and you'll find my templates on the Telegram. But once you're there, you can download them, and they'll probably come up as a Word document or maybe something that along that nature. So So it'll look like something like this. I've labeled it Delta Zone sculpt template. So all you need to do is you need to copy it. You go over to Documents folders. You go into ATAS. You want to go to Chart, Templates. Once you're in the Templates folder, all you can do is right click and you're going to paste that template. So once you have one of my templates added to your folder there, all you're going to do is you're going to go over back to your charts. You're going to right click and you're going to go to settings. At the top here, you want to select the templates icon. Click on, for instance, this will be the Delta Zone sculpt template, and then you're going to click load. It's going to ask you yes. So now it's going to load one of my templates for you. And it's easy as that. If it's on 5 minutes, you just want to make sure that you're changing it over to range US. So we use this chart layout or chart type when we scalp trade. Now, if you don't have this setting 24 or 02410, maybe you'll only have 04426. What you need to do is you need to go over to configure. Configure, you want to go to range US. You want to add. Okay, all you're going to do here is you're going to add this following setting. It's going to be 24 and this one's going to be 10. Add there, press apply. Now if you go back up to the period markup, it'll add it here along with any other ones that you have. Okay, so in this case we're going to choose this tick setting. So this tick setting specifically I use it to trade the Bybit inverse contract here. Okay. So just a little bit of a recap on so if you see this over on the left hand side, all you need to do is just make sure you click on it, you right click, so this is a fixed volume profile. Okay, and I'll let you change it, for instance, so it can show you the last week's volume profile or the current month or the last day, so you can change it to any of that, but we don't want that on at the moment, so all we can do is delete it. So we don't want that on our template. It's a bit too much clutter. All we have here is we have open interest, and we have cumulative delta, and we have delta bars. Okay, so that's the basic layout. If you're interested in how we scalp trade and things like that, how I use this template specifically, the module is over on my Telegram. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to set up and we're going to connect our broker. So we're going to go over to the home page here on ATAS. We're going to go to connections. We want to click on that, and we want to go to add. So in this case, we're going to add a Bybit account. So we'll say next, and from here it'll ask for your API key and your API secret. So these are security keys that are generated on your Bybit account. So you'll go over to your Bybit. So what you need to do is you head over to your Bybit website and you log in. From there you go over to your account profile, and all you're going to do is click on API over here, at which point you'll have the option of generating a new key. So you'll just click on that. Everything here it just needs to remain as you see it, except for under contract you want to select orders and positions, and you can also then go ahead and name that API key, at which point you'll press submit, and then it'll generate your keys, and you just go ahead and save those at a secure location, and save them to a Word document or something like that, because they'll be easy to copy and paste from there. Okay, so having generated your API key and API secret, we'll head back over to the home page on ATAS. We'll go over to connections here. We're going to press this, and we're going to go over to add. Click on Bybit. At this point, you're going to copy over your key and your secret. So let's do that. Make sure these two options are not selected, and give your connection a name. So we're just going to give it ATAS demo. Leave out portfolio name because you can add and change portfolios later. Your leverage limit. So you can change this to reflect your risk management style, and then we'll go over and press finish. Okay, at this point it's not going to yet be connected. All you need to do is you can press connect to connect immediately, but what I suggest is making sure this box is ticked. So just make sure that every time you load up ATAS, that this account is going to be automatically connected up. Go over and press connect. Right, awesome. So there we go. So now it's showing us the balances and what we have in this account. What we have essentially now is we have an account that is connected to Bybit. So we have a broker connected to the ATAS software. So from your account page, you'll be able to see your balances. So in this case, what we have in this account is just some Bitcoin. This balance at the top here, this is going to be our crypto sim. So this is the demo trading account that comes with your ATAS software. Now, because I only have Bitcoin in this account, now if I want to trade Bitcoin, what I need to do is I need to go over to the charts and I need to load up the BTC USD chart for Bybit. So on your right hand side of the trading panel, it'll show you how much Bitcoin you have available, and you can go ahead and change the size relative to US dollar, or you can change it according to a percentage amount of your total equity. So in this case, what we're going to do is we'll just go ahead and we'll put on a trade here of 350. I'm not going to put it on, but I just want to show you an example of how this is going to look. So we're currently not using any leverage. Okay, I'll show you how to create a portfolio that uses leverage, but for now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this trading off the chart. So this is going to allow me to, if I click below price at the moment, it's going to put in a buy order. If I click above price, it'll put in a sell order. So all I need to do is go ahead and do one click here, and it's going to say order placed. Okay, so on your Bybit, it'll automatically, I think I'll just show you that quickly. So you'll see on your Bybit, there's the order placed. We have one pending limit order active. From the chart, we can just click on the X button here. This will cancel the order. Now I'm going to show you how to create a portfolio group that uses leverage. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and click on this add portfolio groups here. We're going to name this one 10x because we're going to make an account that uses 10x leverage. On the drop down menu here, make sure to select whatever asset you want to add. In this case, because we only have Bitcoin, we can add Bitcoin. Under ratio, this is essentially your leverage. So we're going to change that to 10, and we go ahead and press add. So you'll see at this point a new account has been created, right? And it's called 10x. So if we go over to back to the trading panel here, we can go over to the 10x account. If we trade off the chart, let's put in a buy order here again. So you'll see here it's executed the buy order. To Bybit, you'll see that now it's at 3,500. Okay, awesome. So you can go ahead and cancel that. So let's have a look at some of the other trading features we have available. So here is your protective strategies. So there's essentially 3 types of strategies. If we go to add a new one, you'll see there is multiple stop loss and take profits. Then we have a trading stop loss, the break even, and we just have stop loss and take profit, which is just going to be one take profit target and one stop loss target. So I'll give you an example of how we can add multiple stop losses, multiple take profits. So what we do is we go ahead and so make sure these 2 options are connected. We can name this TP2, so take profit 2. Under protective level, you want to click that arrow and you want to go ahead and press add. So you want to add 2. Now let's say that if we're trading with $350, the quantity of the first take profit in this case can be 200. The stop loss is equal to 100. So this is 100 ticks. The quantity is the actual dollar amount. the stop loss, this quantity here is going to be in ticks. So like I said before, because you're trading using Bybit, you have a situation where 10 ticks or 2 ticks is equal to $1. Okay, so 100 ticks is going to equal $50. And let's say our profit target is then 300 ticks, which is going to be $150. Okay, so our first take profit is gonna execute um, at a target of $150, and it will sell 200 units there. Then, so that's the first take profit. The second take profit, we'll add 150. Okay, so then those two will equal 350 together, and our position will be fully closed. Again, the stop loss, make it the same as your first condition. So make it 100, and your next target you can put at, let's say, let's say 600. Okay, so then your next take profit is $300 away from your entry position. Goods all cancelled, also cancel orders, that's fine. So at this point we just press add. So you'll see here that the strategy is active and pending orders will be placed when the position is opened. So that's one example of how you can add. So that's going to be one example of how you add a protective exit strategy. Okay, the last thing that I want to cover with regards to the trading options is if we go over to settings, we can go over to trade settings. We have one click mode. So this essentially is not going to prompt you, are you sure you want to make this trade? Just simply by clicking buy, long, or sell, or trading from the chart itself, you will they will send the order straight to the broker. Okay. Stop mode, I recommend changing this to stop limit. And slippage is calculated by ticks. So in this case, 5 ticks is going to be $2.50. I suggest reading up a little bit. You can go over to the ATAS website. I think I'll leave a link to the description. It'll break down or what all of these options really mean. It's a little bit of a read, but it's really well explained and straightforward. Okay, that's really all I want to say with regards to trading options. Okay, perfect. So the next thing I'd like to do is just talk about some notable features. One of them is the ability to put multiple charts on your same screen. So what we need to do in order to do this is we go over back to the ATAS homepage. We're going to go ahead and generate the BTC USDT pair chart for Bybit. Okay, and that chart is going to load up here. All right, perfect. All we're going to do is we're going to click and hold it. We're going to move it to the left hand side of this blue rectangle or circle. So now we have 2 charts on the screen, and you can add up to 4. So there's one other thing I wanted to show you. If we go up to you go back to your homepage here, go over to Quick Start. Now they're going to have a couple of custom templates available. I really like this one, for instance. This one is really nice. So we want to open that for that pair. So I'll show you what I mean here. So this is your sort of like a daily TPO chart. So it's giving you the point of controls and the value area high and value area low. It's also going to show you the single prints here. So you see how price relaxed nicely off to those single prints as it comes down here. So I find this is a really useful TPO chart that they just have for you for free to use. So once again, you can just go ahead and, I mean, this is a bit too much clutter at the moment, but I mean, you can see how much you can really put onto one screen. I mean, it's really awesome. So if you only have one screen, maybe you're training for a laptop or something, I mean, it's going to give you that option to sort of compile all the information together, right? But we're going to exit that one. We're just going to leave these 2 up. Right, so once again, let's hop over to the home page. Now under settings, if you want to change the time zone of your chart, you click on time zone here. You'll go over to Bybit. Then now let's say we want to use UTC standard time, so UTC -4 New York time. We go over to Bybit, we change it to -4. That'll give you New York time, right? So ATAS also has a really nice feature, and that is the ability to save your workspaces. So once you've set up something that you like, and you want that, and you want those charts to load up every time you start ATAS, all you need to do is when you exit the platform, you say save your current workspace, and you can press demo. Can I say yes? Right. So then the next time that you log in, the workspace demo will be selected, and all you need to do is click connect. And that those two charts will be automatically loaded. And lastly, let's have a look at the trade demo functionality. So in order to connect up a demo account, what you're going to do is go over to connections, disconnect that quickly. You're going to go over to add. Under simulator, you're going to add a crypto sim. You'll say next. Go ahead and connect that up. Like I said, okay. And then at the bottom here, that account is connected to the crypto sim account, and it's going to have whatever balance there is available. And now, because this is connected to the Binance servers, we have to load up the Binance chart for the USDT pair. And we'll let that load up. Okay, perfect. So once we have the chart loaded up, we just make sure that the account is selected, the crypto sim account, right? So that's the demo trading. We can simply go over to, we can choose the exit strategy. In this case, we just need to remember that because we're using Binance futures, the tick level is going to be a little bit different in its representation of dollars. So on Bybit, it was 2 ticks equals $1, and over on Binance, 10 ticks equal $1. Okay, so having a stop loss of 100 only gives you an effective stop loss of $10. So we can go ahead and change this to, let's say, 1,000. 1,000 will give us a protective stop of $100, and let's say our target profit then is going to be 2,000, giving us the first target of, change that to 5 because we're going to be trading 10 contracts here. Can change that to 5, and the stop loss again, make it the same, 1,000, and the profit target, let's make it 4,000, right? Cool. So let's go ahead and choose that one. That's saved. Okay, so now that exit strategy is currently active. So then what we can do is we can go ahead and let's buy long here at market. So you'll see our stop loss is down here, and our first take profit is at 18938, and the next one is up there. Okay, so that's pretty simple. That's how it's done, and this is how you can just practice trading off a demo account. So I think it's really cool. So if you go over to your account screen here, it'll show you that we currently have this open position. All right, this will give you the total profit and loss. This will give you current profit and loss. And then also on the trades here, it'll give you, this is going to keep track of all your trades and any orders that you have outstanding. And this will give you a breakdown of the statistics related to whatever account you currently have active. Right, awesome. So I hope this information was useful. And if you have any other questions, just leave them in the comment section and I'll try to get back to you. Also, if you're interested, you can jump over to Telegram. Like I said, I have some of my templates there and some of my modules that I've been working on. I post them as soon as I complete them. I'll post them up there for anyone interested. Other than that, leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and